What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and like I promised, this is going to be a quick follow-up video to the earlier recruitment video of Moon Knight. At this point, we're going to jump right into the gameplay, and I think it really shows how his level 2 ability can come into play and be quite useful. It also can string along several attacks. Also, I was just thinking about this. It kind of reminds me of Gambit in a way. Especially with the way Gambit gains kinetic charges and can use Ace of Spades. It also applies pain. That's the same as Moon Knight's level 2. Although Moon Knight operates on retribution stacks instead of kinetic charges. But there are definitely some similarities there, and I think I may team these two up in the future. Now back to the current battle. Moon Knight did take on the Tactician form, Captain America persona, so we're able to double attack that blaster. But if he had more retribution stacks, we could have continually attacked with that level 2. And one thing I've noticed is when you're facing, let's say, a boss battle or an epic boss, they tend to get a lot of turns in a row. So they keep attacking your allies and help you build up your retribution stacks. So Moon Knight is pretty valuable in those fights. He's going to be able to attack over and over with that level 2, or he can just deliver a lot of damage with his level 1. And you will see a significant increase in his damage, depending on how many retribution stacks he has. So I know at these early levels he was kind of hitting weak, but with retribution stacks, he can do quite a bit of damage, even at a low level. Oh, and currently he did proc his Khonshu persona, so he is a generalist, and he gains the avatar of Khonshu, so his follow-ups or counterattacks are replaced by Moonlight, and Moonlight gives a full stack of retribution and an extra turn. So when that avatar passive kicks in, that's going to be pretty amazing, getting an extra turn and a full stack of retribution. Like I said before, his crescent darts work off of retribution, or you can just do a ton of extra damage with his level 1. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that happen in this battle. So the number of hits on Fist of Khonshu does depend on how many retribution stacks you have. And on top of that, just think it is an unarmed melee attack, so it could benefit from someone like Juggernaut. By the way, you may have noticed I did team him up with Deadpool in both of the videos. One reason is because I was trying to level Deadpool, but the other reason is both of these characters are supposed to be pretty crazy, and I think a solid argument could be made for them being the two craziest characters in the game. So I guess you could say they'd be a good candidate for a Team Spotlight episode, maybe focused around that theme. Something else that I do want to point out is if you've been watching, and right now you'll notice there's dodges every once in a while, and that is due to evasive, and I think it procs quite often. So the Wrist Slinger, or even better yet the Vigilante Toolkit, may be something you want to definitely use in PvP, and you could try out an evasion team. I know I will. Also, that counterattack can be pretty vicious. So now we're going on to the next wave, and it looks like Moon Knight's going to proc the Spider-Man persona. So right now he has great responsibility, and we're going to start out by using Crescent Darts. So that puts Impaired and Pain. And you can use that as a quick action as long as you have retribution stacks. So that means you can put the maximum of 3 pains on someone easily in one turn. Next we'll use the Fist of Khonshu just to do the most damage that we can. And you see it only does 1 hit when you have no stacks. Our agent procced a counterattack, but he is blinded, so he's probably gonna miss. And she does dodge it. I have to admit, I really hate these Circle of 8 infiltrators. Next, our Deadpool should be able to finish one of the infiltrators pretty easily. And we're gonna use his level 9 to make sure he does the job. He also procs the level 16 Ranger buff. Unfortunately, I don't think Super Heroic's working right. Not that that was the best situation for it since we were using his level 9, but regardless, it definitely hasn't been working. We probably should have removed Blinded from our agent since he misses again on the Wrist Slinger. Now watch Fist of Khonshu now that he has Retribution. He does 2 hits and a lot more damage. Moon Knight also surprises us and protects against the Infiltrator's attack. Because of this, he gains great power, so his next attack will do more damage. Now the enemy Bruiser is going to use his AoE attack, and he hits our entire party. Now watch what happens. we gain a retractable claw counterattack, and also 1 retribution. But after Deadpool's proc, we gain another retribution. And then after the counterattack, we gain a 3rd retribution. So it looks like on an AoE attack, you can gain 3 retribution. That's pretty awesome because it gives you a couple options. First off, you could use this level 2 multiple times, or you could just do a big hit with this level 1. What we're going to do is start out by using Crescent Darts. And the reason I want to do this is just to show you that you can continually attack with it, as long as you have stamina and retribution. On top of this, Moon Knight has the Wolverine persona, so once you're done attacking, he will still do a follow-up attack, as you're about to see. And the reason he does a follow-up attack is of course because he's a scrapper, and we're hitting an infiltrator. This won't happen every time. But there goes his follow-up, a Feral Frenzy, and that's going to finish the battle. So that was a pretty good end to the battle, and to the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Please stay tuned for the next video where I think we're going to take a close look at the synthetic cube.